Sorry, we got cut off. I'm not quite sure why that happened. It'll go out in 2 parts. But here we see the little victory sparrow. Now he's in the shade a little bit, right? He's watching. He's observant. He's listening. He knows that his little home is safe right there. But he's watching. He comes out into the light. Things are illuminated for him, just like right now. He knows where he can go. He can retreat back into where it's safe, or he knows to fly away from what's coming at him. Because what's coming at him is a liar, a narcissistic, manipulative, energy vampire. This one that's going after what she wants has no feeling inside. They've lost that. They have become narcissistic. I told you, an abused person can become the abuser when they refuse to fix what has happened inside of them. It's a choice that we get. This one has no natural affection. This one has no feeling. It doesn't matter that you could talk until you're blue in the face. They won't get it. They don't care. This is the one who believes that dog eat dog, right? They go after what's for them. They don't care what happens to others. Just as long as what they get is satisfied. They get what they want. They get what they need, and that's all that matters. They can fake love. They know how to draw people in. They know what they do. They work very, very hard at doing this. It's like a molester, right? The ones, how do you think they're so good at what they do? They practice. They're trusted by children, by old people, by everyone. They put out a persona. They're actors. They're good at it. They draw you in. And they know how to mask their intentions. These are the ones that you, even if there's love there, you need to keep your eye on them. You keep them at an arm's distance, or you keep them right out of your life completely. Something that comes to you as a gift right now is disguised as something different. It's a temptation. We were told yesterday, your greatest addiction is seeking you out. There's going to be an offer for something, and it's poisoned. It's going to rob your soul. So think before you accept it. This is the wolf in sheep's clothing. This is the ones who are hunters. These are the ones who are predators. Predators can be very beautiful. They can be disguised as something very beautiful, very fantastic. But they're deadly. Find your own way. Don't ride on the coattails of something that's offered to you that is only designed to fuck you over. And if you've already accepted this, don't go into fear. You'll get past it. You'll recover. And that pain is going to show you a lesson that's very important. Sometimes we have to take a bite of a poisoned apple before we get it. And then our eyes will be very, very open. We'll understand the relationships that we want in our lives and the ones that we don't. So right now, you are a target of someone's jealousy. And right now, someone is seeking revenge. They want revenge. They're angry. You have gotten something they want. They're very, very spiteful, but they're hiding it. Right now, unfortunately, you have to be skeptical. This is one of those times. We don't want you to go into fear, but you're being given a message here. I'm being given a message here too. All of these ideas, all of these messages that come, I told you, they all are for me, so I'm watching. Any information that comes, examine it. Any wisdom that comes to you, somebody offers you something, careful, because some of it is warped. You can't really put trust in the current situation, not too much. At this time, as I said, you can accept an apology, you can accept, but you have to be keeping it arm's length. Because you've already been burned. You already know. And maybe you haven't. I have. And as much as I love, and I know that there are ones that will come that are sincere, there are others that put on a really good act, and they are not. Hello, little hummingbird. Hi. Hi, you sweet little precious. Hi, little sweet baby. You want so badly to take a drink from that plastic flower. See, there's the message right then. You're sitting there waiting for this. And this one's a young one. So you may be an emotionally newly awakened one, right? And you're attracted to this beautiful plastic flower. There is no nourishment from that. It's actually toxic. It's plastic. There is real nourishment around the corner. It's not as prevalent as all the plastic that's up there, right? There's one source. You know that one source to go to. Stay away from all the plastic society people. Something is plastic. It is not real. And it's very, very pretty. And it's displayed out there for everyone to see. Right? Look at me. Look at me. I want everyone to see me. I'm right here. I'm right here. Right out front. What is your little special message? I'm asking that Spirit shows us who it is or what it is. The opportunity or the person. Make it very, very clear. Because they can do that. They can make it very clear. You don't want to go around suspecting everyone, right? Just dating for now. So somebody who asks you out on a date. Just dating for now. And this flipped up again too. 1. Just dating for now. So somebody could tell you, I'm just dating, when actually maybe they're married. Somebody could tell you, that they're the one. And we're just dating, but you're never going to go anywhere. It's never going to be more than that. They want what they want. And if you believe that they're for a committed relationship, maybe you'll give them what they want, because they know what they want. But it's just dating for now. They're not the one. Give me another message for clarity, please. Be assertive. You say, no, I'm sorry. I'm not, I want to know the truth about the matter. This is who I am. This is what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for just dating. I'm looking for a relationship. You know who I am. You know what I want. I'm not wasting my time on this. Find your voice and speak. One more. Weeks. If you don't have something progress in a matter of weeks, you already know. This isn't going anywhere. See? Keeps trying to go to the plastic flower. I want that, I want that, I want that. How about that one? Nope. Not going to get anything from that one either. How about that one? Nope, not going to, nope, that one, nope. How about that one? Why won't you learn? Why won't you learn? You're not going to the right source. You're never going to learn if you keep going to the plastic. So if we want to separate these messages from this card, someone wants to just date for now. That's what they're into. You might be hearing from them in an hour, in a week, in a month, in a day. Song right now. Do you like you? Don't worry about other people. Don't try to fit in. You don't have to try so hard. You don't have to try so hard. You deserve to be number one. Stand up for yourself. You just need to get up, get up. You don't have to change a single thing. You need to be who you are. Something's going to happen in weeks. Something's going to happen sooner. You need to choose to be number one. Be assertive in that. And if it's just dating you want, that's fine. But if it isn't, be assertive about your choices and let people know where you stand. Something happens in a matter of weeks. Okay. So, for those who chose the family, no, for those who chose the Starburst Messenger Angel, my mom's, we're going to the Vampire deck. Why the Vampire for my mom? Because my mom's trying to teach me something. Okay, Mom, show me. I already asked for... Show me. Show me who is insincere or what is insincere. I'm just asking for that. I don't know how, that I'll be shown in this message or the next, but I am asking for a very, very clear sign of who and what that situation is. Somebody who's plastic. Somebody who really wants just plastic. Who wants... You know what the hell that is? That's somebody who wants everyone. Who wants a little bit of everyone. And they're drawn to plastic and fake. That's what they're drawn to. That's who they are. Someone who wants a variety, a little bit of everyone. That's really what they want. They may say that they want you, but they want plastic. They don't want what's authentic and true. They keep going to the other because that's who they are. So at 10 minutes and 58 seconds, because we had to start again. Transgression. Flaws, contradictions, mistakes. So you see this monkey and you see this unicorn. Not my monkey, not my war, right? Not my monkey, not my circus. The unicorn is a symbol of purity and truth and fun and hope and magic. And you see this one holding on to that dead unicorn. What's going on here? Transgression. 4 and 1 is 5. 5 represents a significant change occurring in your life. It's always for the better. And as change is difficult, it's a good idea to call upon Spirit for help with these changes. So when this one comes forward, it's speaking about people who love to pick out the faults of other people. They like to put you down. They like to tell you what's wrong with you because that's the only way that they can feel good about themselves. You're worse than I am because they don't want to look at their own issues. They've killed a sacred animal. They've hurt others. They like to manipulate and feel self-righteous. These ones keep doing this. They've hurt other people and they've hurt themselves. So when this message comes, ask yourself, what have you done wrong? And know that this is the message. To assume that your faults and flaws and poor decisions and mistakes are more horrible than anyone else's, that's your lie. That's the lie that you've told yourself. None of us have never done something wrong. And you can feel sadness and be remorseful and want to take steps to change yourself and do better. But there's somebody in your life, or part of you, an abusive part of yourself, or abusive part of someone else that keeps beating you and telling you that you're guilty and you're wrong and you will never be forgiven. You never could be forgiven. They will never, once they know this about you, they will never let it go. Look at that person. Look how they live their life. They would never accept you. They would never forgive you. This could be you telling yourself that. So you need to correct your own thinking. And you need to take the steps to correct what you have done. We got yesterday that you need to apologize. It's right to do that. First, you need to forgive yourself. And then you need to apologize. And like we said, sometimes we apologize and we're not forgiven. But we have taken that step. It's like in Alcoholics Anonymous. That's one of the steps. You go to the people that you've hurt and you ask for their forgiveness. Some may tell you to fuck off. Some may say, thank you, but I don't want you back in my life. Some may say, thank you, I'm going to keep you at a bit of a distance and watch. Some may wrap their arms around you. It just depends on how they're guided. And it's their right. But in order for you to grow and move past, you have to stop continually beating yourself. See, there's a difference. There's the ones who don't give a shit, the ones who never see the darkness in themselves, who actually feel that it's right and good to have that. They live their life that way until they're old and gray and miserable and are spiteful and jealous and manipulative and narcissistic. You get that choice, or you can get the choice to decide, you know what, I've had shit in my life and I'm not going to live that way. I'm not going to be a victim of myself or of others. I'm not going to be a martyr. I'm going to take the steps necessary and I'm going to alter my life because I choose to be happy. I choose to move forward. I choose to ascend. That's why I'm here. I recognize I've got gold. I'm worth pure gold. I'm not going to hurt myself over and over again to prove that I'm sorry. I don't have to do that. I'm going to live a better life. I'm going to choose to do something different from this point forward. Yes, I was just like you. Yes, I did this with you. Yep, I did. And I may have even told you to do it, and I may have laughed, but I'm not that person. I'm not the same person I was yesterday. And maybe I just woke up this morning and realized this, but I'm not. And I'm not going to continue to do it. I don't have to explain myself to you. I'm going to let go of self-punishing, and I'm not going to allow you to beat me anymore. Because I realize that we're all cracked, and that's how the light gets in, to illuminate. When we go against our own soul, our own integrity, our own moral compass, our own true north, our soul lets us know. We know. And if we continue to do that and we dumb our voice down to the point where we refuse to hear it, Spirit will show us where we've done something wrong. We can choose to crowd that voice out and push it away and keep going down a path that we know is against our soul. We break our own vow by doing so. Our soul had a path when we came here. Don't push away what your soul is longing for. Embrace what your soul is longing for, not your ego self. So at this time, the message is about making amends. What can you do to remedy a situation? This is about apologizing. This is about reassessing your life and redirecting yourself back onto your spiritual path, your life's path. This is about moving in harmony with who you are truthfully inside. This is about, that's not my monkey, not my circus. Head out of here. I choose this side. I'm a magical unicorn and I can come back to life because this is still here. It's a choice that I get to make. I've made a mistake. I've contradicted my own true self because I'm flawed. But I'm also righteous. And I also have the ability to move, and I have the ability to wave a victory flag. I am the sparrow. I can be the comeback kid, the long shot horse. I have that ability. I can do anything I set my mind to. First song I heard when I woke up this morning was that song by Eminem. If you had just one shot to have everything that you ever wanted, would you take it? You're nervous. You're throwing up nauseous. You're tripping over your words. You're scared shitless. But if you don't do it, you know you're going to go right back into that same cycle, and you're going to be stuck there. So jump into the courage and move forward and do it. Embrace it. Take that leap of faith. Ask Spirit for help. They will cover your ass. Pull yourself away from the toxic energy. No matter how pretty it is. It's plastic. It's fake. It's not real. It won't sustain you. You will not get life-sustaining energy. Even if you temporarily think that you do. That little hummingbird went after one and another and another and another. You keep going to the same one, picking the same flower. You keep picking the same type of flower that's so pretty and so plastic. Why do you do that? You're not going to get what you want from that. Financial issues. Do financial issues cause you to compromise your integrity? Do financial issues cause you to allow yourself to stay in the company of what you know is toxic? Do financial issues cause you to accept help from people that you shouldn't have anything to do with? Stay in relationships with people because of money? Wow. You don't think Spirit can bring to you what you need? Why are you listening to these readings? Follow your passion. Follow your passion. Do you have passion where you are? In the job that you have? In the relationship you're in the people that you hang out with? Do they follow and understand your passion? Do they embrace that passion? Do they encourage you? Do you even remember what it feels like to have passion? Love is undercover on the street. You know, I could use somebody. You know, I could use somebody. Someone like you. Someone with words that you speak. Someone who acts the way you do. I could use somebody like that in my life. Somebody that shows me that love heals. That's what the song is saying right now. But my love is undercover. Someone who's afraid to follow their passion. Someone who's allowing themselves to be consumed with their financial issues. They feel bad about themselves. They feel like they're not worthy, they're not good enough. They may be making poor choices because of being worried about finances. That may be their poor choice. They may feel that because of financial issues, they can't have what their soul is longing for, and they push away their passion, not understanding that love heals everything. Could you care about someone like me, the song says. I want to show you. This person feels that they have to prove themselves before they can allow the love into their life and the passion to be shown, and they're wrong. Correct for neutrality on them all levels. Perfect timing is now. It's perfect timing. You keep pushing back and holding off because you don't think you're ready. Because you haven't forgiven yourself. Because you think you need to be better. Because somebody keeps telling you that. And you know why they're telling you that? Because they're keeping you where they want to keep you. Down and feeling bad about yourself and feeling like you can't be accepted or you won't be forgiven, because they get off on that. They get off on it. It makes them feel better to make you feel broken and weak, and that you can't have what you want so badly, what you deserve. They like that. Song right now. Stay or leave. Cabinets are bare. I'm unaware of how we just got into this mess. Dishes are broken. I know we had good intentions. Hold me closer. Why don't you pull me closer? Why don't you come on over? Why don't you meet me in the middle? You're a great listener. And your life is coming together now. Why don't you allow that to happen? Because it's the perfect timing. Financial issues and all. Now's the perfect timing. You are worthy. Love heals everything. And you know what? Two are better than one. And together, if you're with the right person, if you're not with a plastic flower, together you figure this out. 2 hands make light, 4 hands make light work, right? 2 hands make light work, but 4 make even lighter work. And the dogs are backing it up. Okay, so for the final, I think it's the final. Let me see how many we have. We've had Alexa. We've had the Happy Peaceful Buddha. We've had, oh, we didn't do this one. We skipped to Mom. We didn't do the mermaids and the stars. Okay, so we have 2 more. This is a long reading, guys. We're going to do the family grouping and the star and the mermaid. So we'll do the mermaids. We'll do the mermaids. The mermaids are going to be Oracle of Shadows and Light. Why don't you just meet me in the middle? I think that's really, really sad. And you know, I saw this in my dreams 4 years ago when the one that I loved had been hiding away and Finally, they stepped out. You know, people said, if this person is so wonderful, like you say that they are, why are they hiding from you? And then he stepped out from the shadows. And do you know what he said to me? I was hiding from you. I was hiding, but not from you. I just needed to know that you loved me for who I am and not for what I had. So what was he worried about? Financial issues, right? Financial situation. Worried, didn't have enough. Wasn't going to be good enough. I think a lot of it had to do with ego pride. But eventually got to the place where they understood, you know what? This person is not about that. This person is about me. And you know what I saw when I saw him walk up? I didn't notice anything about the circumstances of their life. All I saw was them. My eyes were just filled with love. I always only saw them through the eyes of love. But you know what I saw and what I found when he stepped out? Once he came forward to me, that he was much more well-read, much more spiritually connected, much more of absolutely everything than I even knew he was. I already feel that way about him, but he was even more, which is why he's so amazing, right? And I was saying this the other day about this client of mine, this person that was so amazing, so beautiful, such a beautiful light and energy. And this person does not see themselves that way at all. And I said to them, I can't believe that, you know, this is how your boyfriend sees you. This is how I see you. They didn't see themselves that way. And I said, you know what? That makes you even more amazing because you don't notice it. That's what I've always said about the one I love. He doesn't even know how amazing he is. That's why I love him so much. And the person listens and thinks, no, you don't even know who I am. You know why? Because someone else is saying that. And they believe the negative instead of believing the love, instead of believing the truth. Doesn't mean you're not, that I think you're perfect. I don't put you up on a pedestal. I don't expect perfection. We're all flawed. But if I can love you and accept you for who you are, maybe you'll love and accept me for who I am, right? But I gotta tell you, he was way better than I even knew. So at 27 minutes and 21 seconds, 3 fates. What comes around goes around, and that's a fact. What you put out comes back to you. Good, bad, or the ugly. Good, bad, or indifferent, right? Here you see these 3 sitting here. Third party situation, group of friends. There's this cord, right? Everybody has cords and attachments, and this one is about to cut that cord. These ones are holding on to this cord. So this is asking you, so 6 and 2, 8. You are infinitely supplied. Whatever it is that you need, you are supplied. Spirit knows what you need. You may think you need a certain financial situation, a certain type of home, a certain look, a certain job. Maybe you don't have a job. Remember I told you, when my mom and dad got married, my dad had $50 in the bank. $50. He had a 9-month-old baby, and my mom had 2 kids. They got married 3 weeks after they met. 3 weeks after they met, they got married. $50 in his pocket. He knew that he had the ability to bring money in. My mom loved him. She knew instantly. That was a past life connection. They knew who they were to each other. He didn't allow his ego pride to stop him from moving forward. And what's interesting is my grandmother, right? She could have been, oh my God, are you kidding me? I heard this morning the song, that one story about, you know, why do you have to be so rude? I'm just a human. This guy goes to the father and says, I want to marry this person. And the person says, and wants the father's blessing. And the father says, hell no, I'll never give you my blessing. And they said, you know what? I'm going to marry her anyway. And like it or not, you can either be standing there with me or we'll run away and we'll get married because she'll go anywhere I want to go. She loves me. And you know that father was saying, you're ridiculous. That's ridiculous. She'll never stay. When she finds out about you, you're never going to make it. You'll never go out on the own without, you know, blah, blah, blah. My grandmother could have done that. My grandmother saw my father and saw, wow, what an amazing, what a charming person. What a very decent man, right? And supported them. My dad turned it around within weeks. My mom was a go-getter. My mom was a backbone. They were a dynamic duo. They really were. So here we see, you don't have to have it all together all at one time. Yes, that's the perfect scenario. Make your money, get your nest egg ready, get your house, get your everything set up, and then you do this. And sometimes people are raised that way, and in a perfect world, that's the way it should be, right? And maybe that's the kind of person you really have been. You worked your whole life. You didn't even put relationships in your life first because you put your work first. You wanted to be, you were very focused on that. And then it all blew apart and you lost it all. Oh my God. Now I've got to get it all back again before I can even move forward. No, you're already in your 40s. You're going to wait until you get all that before you even begin? That's your choice, but right now Spirit's saying something's coming back around. Something, it's happening again. We've had, as I saw it said before, negative experiences in our life, right? That have left us jaded, left us hurt, right? They leave us with physical, mental, spiritual scars, toxic energy. Sometimes for years and years of our lives. We're vibrating with that energy, remember? Sometimes it takes a long time for us to pull ourselves out of it. And while we're in that negative energy, what do? We keep going from plastic flower to plastic flower. A pretty opportunity that's easy to grab, but it's not of any substance. It's fake. It's not real. We keep trying to go again and again and again to the same plastic source instead of reaching for what's in our highest good. Why? Because it's around the corner. There's only one source. It's over there. It's not out front here. It's over there. And the reason it's over there is because it's protected over there. These plastic, this isn't going to be affected by the beating sun. They're plastic. They're not real. That pure source of nourishing food must be sheltered and kept away from the blaring hot sun in order for it to be safe to be ingested. Same thing. So right now we need to be careful that while we have come out of maybe we've come out of a difficult situation, we're still vibrating from that energy. That's why it's very important to care for yourself and keep yourself protected. That's why we've got a poisoned offer coming towards us. We're still vibrating with that. And while we're vibrating with that, you think it's not fair, but this is how we grow stronger. We have to resist the offers when they come. It's a karmic cycle that needs to be cut. This is a karmic cord that needs to be cut. We have karmic soulmates. Pretty karmic soulmates. They're prevalent. Lots of them. Prevalent. Prolific. To choose from. Tons we can choose from that are all the same. Or we got the one around the corner where that hummingbird that's very, very intelligent has found it, has gone to that source, is going around and around to each of the flower petals and taking nourishment from that true source. That's a smart hummingbird. Right? That one got what he needed. He knew where to go. He learned. He cut the cord to the plastic society. He learned that he had to work on that pattern. He understood that he needed to recreate things and reevaluate things in order to understand how it was influencing him, in order to understand how he could move forward, recognizing that it was his choice. Sometimes life happens and we can't control it. It comes at us from the outside circumstances, things that we can't stop from happening. But when we use our knowledge and we use our wisdom and how to combat things and how to protect ourselves, how to work through the challenges and understand that there is a lesson in here. We understand that. It's a wheel. It's a karmic wheel. We will have cycles. I keep talking to you guys about mirrors. I'm showing mirrors, events. Remember? This person came and apologized. There was sincerity. That person had narcissistic energy, toxic energy. I'm watching. I'm careful. I know the pattern. I know what to watch for. So the pattern has circled around again. Now we watch. How are we going to react to that? Are we going to jump right back into that situation and learn it again? Because there's a very important lesson and we need to learn it. And in order to learn it, that means that we've changed. I can accept that apology and say and send my love. But you think I'm going to put myself right back into that energy? Fuck no. I know better. Like the one who led me to ambush, right? I learned about that. You think and that person came back into my life and wanted to be friends with me. Do you think I was going to let that person back into my life? No, never again. That person has not changed. That person never acknowledged. That person never apologized. That person never came forward. There's a difference between the ones who stumble and try and the ones who don't even try. They just come back all charming and sweet and sugarcoat it and try and gloss over it like it didn't happen. That's why it's not that, I want you to beg or crawl. I want you to acknowledge that you hurt me and that you did was painful. Acknowledge that. Ask for forgiveness. And then it's forgotten. That's why forgiveness and apologies are so important. It allows for healing and a rebuilding. When the Father says, no, he needs to bend. He needs to bend. He doesn't want you to crawl. He wants you to acknowledge, bend down, recognize, you know what? I hurt you. I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm not going to beat myself up to the day I'm dying, but I am sorry. Now, somebody that comes to you with a backhanded apology, look, okay, it happened. I'm sorry. But you know what? I'm not the same person I was then. Don't do that. Don't negate your apology as soon as you send it out. That already shows that you're not sorry. You're making excuses for yourself. Don't do that. If you're sorry, just say, I'm sorry, and allow the healing to begin. But this situation is here. You don't want to spend your whole life learning it. You don't want to be vibrating with that putrid, covered, narcissistic old woman and staying in that energy. You being the empath, them being the narcissist, and staying in that cycle. Don't forget the lessons that you're being taught, but don't allow yourself to vibrate in that energy. This is about not repeating the same cycle again and again and again with a different face. If you are doing that, then you're staying stuck to the old patterns. You are choosing to stay in that place. And they just keep coming around and around and again. Different face, different city, different job, same story, over and over and over and over and over and over, like that woman and my client. I've trusted and they keep letting me down. No, you keep choosing the wrong person because you keep going back to that plastic flower. Something that you like about that. Maybe because it's easy, right? It's too hard to go around the corner. Figure out why things are protected, why people, getting to know someone. Maybe that message, just dating for now. You don't want to jump right into something. I certainly am not going to jump into something. I'm sorry. I need to know that you are different than who you've been. I need to see that there's truth here. When you understand and you take the steps necessary to cut old cords that are toxic and you recognize the poisoned apple offers and the false charmers, you stop that cycle. You might be looking back on the old days, right? And you're not remembering them the way they actually truly were. You want to hold on to good memories, absolutely. And you can't sit there and wish that you had done this. I wish I had done that. I wish if someone would have told me, babe. Well, you can't wish it. You are here now. So what are you going to do? Every day you wake up, you get a new chance to do something different. You don't have to beat yourself up. You don't. You need to take responsibility for your life. You've got the opportunity to clear away the negative energy and start in a positive way. You're not a victim unless you choose to be. Don't be a martyr. Do it differently. And when we make mistakes, we learn from them. We all are going to make mistakes, right? That is being wise, recognizing that we all make mistakes and we learn and we grow. Every one of us has karmic lessons. We come in with karmic lessons. The ones that we are supposed to learn from and cut. Those are the leaves that blow away. They're pretty, but they're leaving. They're blowing away. That's what I watched in my dreams. Yeah, that's very pretty, but it's going to blow away. It's not going to stick around. Everyone has this. So right now we're going to be having an encounter with this situation in our life again. And that's fate bringing it to us. Fate is, this is what's going to happen. Destiny is what you choose to do with it. So what is your private message, mermaid? See, so this is a message for me, clearly, because I am the mermaid. I know they're all messages for me, but this is something that I'm having come towards me again. A plastic fake person that's... I gotta learn from this. I can't jump in with both feet like I did before, right? I can't do that. I deserve better for my life, and I will accept nothing less. No matter how pretty the package is. Friends at this time, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Friends at this time. I'll keep you at a friend's distance. That's as far as I'm willing to go at this time, because it needs to be proven, right? There needs to be proof in the pudding. You are a great listener. This means, the fact that we keep getting this is that we're hearing. You can hear, but are you going to do what you're being guided to do? You're a great listener, but are you going to apply it? That remains to be seen, right? You heard what I had to say to you. You heard what I said. I made it really loud and clear when I walked away from your life. What are you going to do with it, though? Same thing for me, right? Celebrate life. You're doing great. Okay, good. Good job. Good. Keep moving. Keep doing it. Keep going down that path. That makes me happy for us both, right? A recovery is indicated. Well, isn't that fucking fantastic? I like that. I like that a lot. That is... Now, that's not a beautiful confirmation, right? One more. Perfect timing. This was a lesson that was learned. That was a cord that didn't have to be cut. That's nice. That's good to know. And it was painful to have to deal with it. It was a long time of not speaking and not having contact and not allowing someone back into my life that I loved. Right? It was needed. That was pretty amazing. One fell on the floor. Let's see what it is. Our final little message for this group of people. Take time to be still. How else can you receive? Right? It takes time. Allow yourself to receive. So here, this is an example of a situation that hurt me really badly, that it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair to me. I didn't do anything. I was a good person. I loved this person. This person was my family. And I was mistreated really, really badly. But this person was going through stuff. I understood that. But they took it out on me, and they felt that they could treat me with disrespect. And I put my boundaries up, and it wasn't okay. And it worked. And so this is a sign again to me that in another situation that matters so much, that can happen too. So I wait. Because how else can I receive if I don't allow and keep a heart open? Okay, so for the soul family, which deck do we use for the soul family? Shapeshifters. Okay. Shapeshifters. All right. Final card. This is a long reading, you guys. Hey, I'm sitting here sniffing. I'm in the shade. I know that in the sun it probably feels really nice. And I am not complaining that I'm sitting here in my snuggly wugs, even if I am sniffing. I love fall. I love being able to wear my snuggly warm clothes. This is definitely not the sexiest sweater in the world, but oh, I forgot. I gotta read you the quote. I love this. This is so me. I bought this sweater for someone else. It was a relationship that ended. We went in different directions. That person was an amazing person. They were meant to be in my life, but they were like that leaf that was blowing away. They were only supposed to be there for a season, but they were a good part of my life. See, sometimes people that are only meant to be in your life for a season doesn't mean that they're bad. Doesn't mean that they're toxic. It just means that their part in your life was over, right? So I kept this for myself. I never got to give it to them, and I love this message. It says, do not follow where others may lead. No, do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path, and leave a trail. Isn't that cool? I think it's Ralph Waldo Emerson. Do not go. Do not follow where there is a path, where the path may lead you. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. I'm a trailblazer. So that's a quote for me. I'm always ready for an adventure and for a journey because this is my life. I don't want to follow someone else's idea of where I should go in my life. It might be good for them, but not good for me. I want to discover my own life. This is my path, my journey, my mistakes to make and my lessons to learn and my excitement and adventure to discover and experience, right? Okay. For those who chose the soul family and the birth family, for those who are meant to be in our life for a time, a rhyme, a reason, a season, for those who are meant to stay forever. One more. Okay. Correct for neutrality and low level. And for those who have come and gone and are coming back. It's you, babe. I'll know I'll never be the same. I could run, but it would be useless because it's you, babe. These are the ones that go and come back. I'll never be the same. Sacred Beetle Armour. Okay, I love this. This is awesome. When I was up in the Santa Cruz Mountains, I was told to watch for a beetle. And it came. It was a Palo Santos beetle. And it was a monsoon beetle. They're all over Arizona right now because of the monsoon. That's why they call them that. And they stay underground for up to 4 years. And then they come out to mate. I was told to watch for that beetle. And the signs of that beetle was going to be the June bug beetle coming first. And then the jeweled June bug. And remember, they kept coming here before we went to the mountains? And then when I got to the mountains, I went on this big long hike. It was awesome. And remember I told you I wanted to be where the river met the sea? Or the mountains, or the forest met, the trees met the sea. Because that's where I grew up. And we went on this hike in Felton, this little town that I freaking love, you guys. I love it there, I really do. I would love to be there with my twin. He would love it there. He would do well there. We went on this hike, and we went high to the top of the mountain, and there was sand. And the sand that was there was so pure. That was the sand that they used to make the first silicon chips. And we walked on that sand. I have videos of it. It's white, it's beautiful. And as you look across the mountain range, you can see the sand at the top of the mountains. And they found the oldest shark's tooth there. That was where the oldest shark's tooth has been found. Where the trees met the sea. The river met the sea. That's where I was. When I got to the top of that lookout, the observatory place, there was a placards, you know, how they show the different animals in the area and the different foliage. And they showed one beetle. Just one. And the beetle was a Mount Hermon beetle, and I thought, okay, they're just showing one beetle. And before that, I met some soul sisters, and they were talking, and they were saying, it's funny, you know, I looked outside yesterday, and the cat was walking by, and this beetle, it stopped to look at this beetle, and the beetle wasn't afraid of it. The beetle stood up, and the cat didn't know what to do. And I said, oh my God, this is amazing. I understood what this was, what they were telling me, because I told them about this message. So I thought, that must be the beetle, right? That June bug. But then, literally the next day, the lady that I was staying with at the house up there at Casa Ishel, to be well, she came down carrying this beetle in her hand. It was on a leaf, and she said this little beetle was in a box on my porch for 4 days. I think it's dying. And I said, I don't think so. I'm going to look it up. This is my sacred beetle. This was the beetle, because it literally came right to me. And that's when I researched and found out what it was. And think about what the message was. They will stay underground for 4 years, and they come out to mate. She says, where shall I put him? And I said, put him in the rose bush, because the rose is what's offered to you, right? When you mate, the bush, the rose. Think about it. The beautiful pink rose. And so we put him in there, and she thought, he's dying. There were 2 feathers. They were peacock feathers that were planted in that pot too. And I didn't see the second feather. At first I only saw the one, and then I saw the other, and I propped it up, and I said, the peacock resembles most the phoenix rising. This beetle's not dying. It's got business to do. It's very much, I said, like a twin soul relationship. We stay apart for most of the time. We do our work. We come together, we pull apart. We come together, we pull apart. And at the last part of our lives, we're older. We've gone through all our karmic lessons. We finally are allowed to come back together. So it was a very good message for me. And every day I went to check on the beetle to see if he was there. I was worried about him. I put my hands on his back and I did Reiki. I gave him Reiki. And every day I thought, oh, please don't let him die. Please don't let him die, right? But he didn't. She tried to cover him up in leaves because she said that's what they want. And every time the sun would come out, he would push the leaves away. He was coming out to the sun. I said, he's getting ready. He's getting his strength together. He's just come out. He's just waking up. And as I left, he was on the branch. He had climbed up the branch. He was getting ready to fly. So right now, sacred beetle, this is what the beetle did when the cat went up to it. The beetle wasn't afraid of it. And right now, this beetle is a protective armor. And Spirit is telling you, you right now have protection around you. You may be just coming up, reawakening. Like that beetle itself was waking up, right? It needed to be protected. It was put into a pot with roses and peacock feathers, and it was babied, and I gave it healing, Reiki energy. It was just waking up from its, basically kind of like cocoon. It was coming out, right? So this is you. And right now you have protection around you, a shield, because you might have come out of a difficult situation too. 3 and 8 is 11. Remember, 11 means keep your thoughts positive because your thoughts are rapidly manifesting right now. So elevate them to the highest possible thinking in order to manifest what it is you truly desire. Listen to those hummingbirds and the mockingjays. Everyone's talking today. So you've got a shield of protection around you while you might be feeling a little bit tender, a little bit maybe weaker, run down. Maybe you're in a position where you're feeling not quite so strong on your feet. So right now, Spirit is lending you this spirit of protection around you. They can shield you from harm. They can take you out of harm's way. They'll show you. Remember we said, show us. Show us who it is that's coming forward that's negative. Show us what the negative offer is that we have to stay away from, right? Spirit wants us to be open. They do. They want our hearts to remain open. Remember that woman, that client of mine? I have, and I've been fucked over every time. Well, you've got to keep your heart open. You need to have friends. You want to have friends. You want to allow people in. But you might be a little bit too open. I am. I'm very open. I allow myself to stay that way. And when you're open that way, others can come in and they can drain your energy. Remember I told you when my twin came to see me the first time? Hadn't seen each other in like 8 years. And he gave me a hug, but then he went to leave and I said, could I have a hug? And he said, I already gave you one. I said, can I have another one? Geez, you know, doling out the hugs pretty miserly. And he said, I don't know. Are you going to take my energy or you're going to give me energy? And I said, I don't know. I didn't even know what he was talking about at the time. So then he let me hug him. And I hugged him, and all I said inside my head was all the things that I couldn't tell him yet. I love you, I love you, I love you. I was so happy that he was here. I felt so good to hold him. And then he let go and he said, you did very well. You didn't take my energy and you didn't push energy on me. I remained respectful of his boundaries. He knew that I wasn't trying to suck him of his energy or leave him with my own toxic energy. I was respectful of my boundaries and of his. He's an empath, a super sensitive, and so am I. I was learning that from him. He's such a wise teacher. But when we're open and receptive that way and vulnerable, there are others who want to take advantage of that, who want to drain us, who are using us for their own selfish reasons. The ones who are offering us poisoned apples, opportunities, false charm, the plastic people, opportunities and situations that aren't real. They want to interfere in our lives. They want to hurt us. There are people like that in the world. And Spirit's not asking for us to be paranoid. They don't want to, because they're showing us right now, while you're in this position, We're going to be there to shield you. But this is the time when you need to learn how to create your own shield of protection, to strengthen your own boundaries, to speak up like these birds are speaking and saying, okay, this far and no further. You need to learn how to clear your energy, which is going outside, which is meditation, which is clearing and shielding meditations. Sweep around your house, go through your house, dust and sweep. That's taking away toxic energy that's accumulated. It's an energetic intention, right? Visualize. Remember how we took the divine masculine, the sun, we pulled it into our crown and we allowed it to fill us up inside, and we said to the Father, please assist us. Archangel Michael, stand near while Archangel Metatron comes in and clears and balances our chakras. And then we ask the Father to pour that healing, divine, powerful sun energy, loving energy into ourselves, so that anything that we have inside of ourselves, thoughts, feelings, energies that are toxic, sick, burn it away and fill ourselves up with that. And as it comes out the top of us like a volcano, because it can be filled to a certain capacity and then it overflows. That overflow then pours down around the outside of us, burning off any of the toxic barbs, energies, or vibrational frequencies that are coming against us from the outside world. We see that protection, and as it falls down and completely covers around the outside of us like molten lava, we see it turn to titanium, which is made of pyrite, and rainbow quartz, the rainbow, which is the promise of good things after a storm. And then we ask for it to be mirror plated, so that anybody that wants to throw that energy our way, it's vibrated and mirrored back to them, so hopefully they can see what they're doing. But if in any case, it's like the sun. You hold up a mirror and it bounces off, so that we don't take it in. And the love that comes within it, that stays within us, but it also vibrates out from us, even to the ones that are doing that, in hopes that perhaps that will help them see what they're doing and change. These are ways that we can protect ourselves. We need to do this. Breathe in what we want. Breathe out what we don't want. Think about what we want. Take in. Nourish our bodies with what's good for us. Push away what's not good for us. Keep ourselves in the contact and company of good, positive energy. Recognize the plastic, fake, false facade. Keep ourselves far from that. Go around the corner. Take a few steps further and go to the source that's pure and good. Don't just reach for what's easy. Recognize that you're worth the best. And something that's worth it is worth the effort to invest in ourselves and in a situation. And sometimes you have to wait for the best. I will never settle in my life again. I accept only the best for me. And what's the best for me may not be what's the best for you. And it doesn't mean that it's perfect. It just means it's the best for me. I know what is best for my heart and my soul. So right now, there may be something coming against you, and Spirit's going to step in. This is divine intervention. This is pretty cool, because maybe we're not seeing it. Maybe, as I said, we've peeled off that one layer on our onion, and we're a little bit tender underneath. Maybe we're just like that little plumeria stick that I planted in that fresh new soil. Hasn't taken root yet. It's not strong yet. It's got to be babied and protected and shielded and loved. The Spirit's going to step in and do that for us. So say thank you for that. Recognize that when this mighty protector steps in, they don't just stand in front of you. They're around us. They're all around us. They've got our back. Spirit's got our front, our back, our sideways, our top, and our bottom. Ask for Archangel Michael to check and see if there are any tears in our auric field where negative things can slip in, even in our dream time. Check for that. Sometimes we're not aware. And when people start firing their arrows of criticism and their nasty, toxic energy at us, let it bounce off of you. Recognize where it's coming from. Keep your boundaries safe. Keep healthy boundaries. You don't have to fight. We don't have to fight. Remember when Spirit showed me that when I was in the mountains that there was going to be a fight by the end of the trip? And I said, no, there's not. I don't have to fight. I walked away in peace. So you don't have to fight. You just say, no thanks. I don't invite this into my life. Sometimes you don't even have to say anything. I didn't. I just departed. So this is giving you an opportunity to get out of something that you possibly thought that you didn't think that you could do. You weren't going to take that leap. You didn't dare to do it. You wanted to. But Spirit's saying, you know what? You might not feel safe right now. You might feel vulnerable, but you are safe because we are protecting you. Remember yesterday? There is a safe place for you to go. And you do need to protect yourself from certain situations and people at this time. But there will be a safe place to go. But you have to act on it, said the Osprey. You got to dive down deep. Grab your courage, take that leap, and go around the corner to where the pure source is. Don't be grabbing for what's easy in front of you, because you're not going to get what you need. You're not going to be harmed right now. You're not. Spirit is divinely intervening. They divinely intervene at times, and we don't even realize how they saved our ass. But you're being told right now you're going to be. And that way we can create our lives in a stronger way. See, we don't have to be worried when Spirit said, someone's seeking you out with a poisoned offer. And you don't see it. Maybe you're not going to see it. Maybe Spirit's going to step in and waylay them. I don't know how they're going to do it. We asked, please show me before I stumble headlong into something, right? Because I'm an empathic person and I'm wanting to believe the best in you. But come on. If people are toxically speaking about others, they're going to do it to you. If they're lying to others, they're going to lie to you. If they're cheating others, they're going to cheat you. If they've done this to you before, they're going to do it again. Unless you have kept them at arm's length and you've given them an opportunity to prove themselves to you. Otherwise, you're just repeating the same painful pattern and you're keeping yourself covered in mucus and puke. Within the next few weeks, whatever it is, it's within the next few weeks. This is confirmation again. We got this yesterday. Within the next few weeks. When is the job offer? Within the next few weeks. When am I moving? Within the next few weeks. When is this going to happen? Within the next few weeks. Whatever it is, it's within the next few weeks. Within. That could be tomorrow. It could be in an hour. It's within. I would say it's within 7 hours or 1 week. And you know what? 7 says you're on the right path and it will exceed your expectations. God, this incense smells amazing. 3. Okay, it's getting... So 3. We got within the next few weeks. 3 to 7 days. 3 to 7 hours. Full circle completion. The Ascended Masters are working with you. That's who's protecting you. Someone who knows you, who knows your weakness, who knows your vulnerability. An Ascended Master. Someone who has lived as a human on earth and understands our fallibility, our imperfections, our weakness, our human desires. That's who's protecting you right now. If you can't count on that, you can't count on anything. Be you. The world needs you. So that means step into your soul's path. Step into your life's work. The world needs you. This world needs love, and the world needs you. You think that you hide away and it's better off not to have you in someone's life? That's wrong. We need you. The world needs you. You have gifts to offer. It's your duty. It's your job. And you're now ready to have the life that you have always wanted within 3 to 7 hours or 3 to 7 days. I love that, how we get clarification and then it's even clarified further, right? Reconsider something. Something needs to be reconsidered. Maybe you made a choice and they want you to reconsider it. Maybe somebody has reconsidered something. One more. Friends with possibly more. There you go. Remember? Friends at this time. Well, now there's possibly more. You need to reconsider. This is also a message that someone could say to you, yeah, I know, we're just friends. But there's possibly more going on there, right? You may be looking at somebody as a friend, but there's possibly more. There's one more. Okay, that's it. I gotta go. Just dating for now. Okay. Friends with possibly more. Just dating now. Reconsider. So let's look at this all together. You have a protection. Something's happening within the next few weeks. Be yourself. The world needs you. It's happening within a week or 7 hours. Now it's gone down to 3 days or 3 hours. You're ready to have the life you've always wanted. What do you need to reconsider? Do you need to reconsider just dating for now? Maybe you're friends, but it's actually possibly more. Okay, now I do need to get another one for that. This situation will improve. You're going to elevate it. You're going to move quickly. Sometimes you have to start. You got to start somewhere, right? And maybe you're nervous about that, but you'll find out whatever it is. All right, so at 1 hour and 5 minutes, this is why the reading was cut in two, because this is such a long reading. We call it a wrap. And check it out. This incense, when they said it burns up to 2 hours, it's been windy and it's still burning. So that's the truth. They didn't lie. And it's beautiful. It was worth the $18 for that package of incense. Any other incense is cheaper, right? But it burns up like nothing. This lasts. You pay for what's valuable. You pay in respect. You pay in time. You pay in effort, right? You got to put the effort in for what's the best. You got to take a few more steps. What's valuable doesn't come cheap, doesn't come easy, but it's so worth it, right? Not a cloud in the sky, just pure blue sky and sunshine. Have a beautiful day, you guys. I love you.